Hi, welcome back guys. Today I'm going to show you about my Chinese red-headed centipede. These guys are known to be very aggressive. Here, let me show you the side of the cage. This is my hand. These guys are known to be very aggressive. They're basically the size of my hand. And they're close. Like this is my finger. This guy is only just a quarter of what he's supposed to be. I actually have two. One is actually burrowing at the leaves at the back. Here, if you want to see. It's pretty hard to see him because the dead leaves. One likes to hide in dead leaves. When holding these animals, never hold them. These animals are just for watching. Never touch them. These animals are extremely fast, dangerous, and aggressive. Never own one unless you're an experienced owner. Right there I have a food bowl, and I usually moisturize his cage with a spray. But be careful when opening his cage. They can be anywhere. Some people say, oh, you have to cover the cage with dirt, so much dirt so they can burrow. These centipedes can burrow in anything, including leaves. My friend, you don't need to make so much dirt. I also have to have a place to hide. Oh, some of you might think, oh, that's not allowed. Oh, yeah. But these things love this. I'm not joking. Well, this tree is custom made. It looks like a tree and stuff. They can my centipedes like to hide under there because it's warm and moist. Usually they climb it. But right now I only have two Chinese red. And then if you can see his full rank right over there. Just make sure when you have a Chinese, like something like this, you have a water bowl, but not too deep so it can drown. Not like that. See, he's burrowing under it. He's trying to make a burrow, but mostly they like to burrow under the cinder block. These are only for the experienced owner. The dirt I use right now is cocoa peat. You could find this at the garden shop for very cheap prices. I found mine for like about 15,000. But this is not all of it. I have much more. Like a rice bag. If you know rice bags, you can. That's how heavy it is. Sorry. All you need to is just shredding some leaves, and you just have to add it. This is enough for two of them. These Chinese red-headed centipedes are actually one of the social large centipedes that can be kept together. But it's very rare for it to occur within these with giant centipedes. But just make sure you don't have too much. If you keep more than this, just prepare to have more cages. Mine is a female and male. The female is always hiding in the back. The male likes to be here. Remember, these things are very fast with the venom. Their venom. Oh, it's very windy now. But seriously, it's hard to take care of these. You people might say, you centipedes just eat little stuff like lizard and stuff. Some of you feed them lizard. I respect that. And pinkies. Some of you do actually. But I warn you, not give them pinkies. Just feed them a daily basis of crickets. 2 to 3 crickets for two of these centipedes every day. So they can be happy and healthy. Right? If you want to keep them, make sure you don't touch them. If you want to make a cage like mine, there's lots of things for them to hide in. They can hide under their hideout here. But never keep them out of direct sunlight for a few days after you buy them. I already bought them a few days, so it's fine. But do not keep them always in direct sunlight. Sorry, that's Goldie, my pet bird. So if you want to add leaves, it's good for them. It's actually good for them. Right? some people might say they like crowded cages. No, they don't like too much space. So little cages that they can get trapped inside it and die. Those are death traps. Don't listen to those videos, okay, kids? Or people. At least buy this big of a cage to keep them. If you're planning to just look at them every day, just feed them and moisturize them with the spray, that's good. But if you're not keeping it, some of you are keeping it to be played with. Sorry, I live in a neighbor's house. Some neighbors here. I live here. Well, if you're planning to keep them here like this, it's good. Centipedes don't like to be bothered. So if you want to hold them, at least have a glove like this. A leather glove is best because I haven't afforded one. This actually is just a very cheap one if you want to hold it or grab hold of it. But be careful not to have too much holes like mine. It's very risky. The centipedes can bite through it. I warn you, some centipedes, the venom is not strong enough to kill a pure human. These centipedes are just, some people might think badly of them even. They say their venom can kill more human. So much humans. I warn you, these Chinese red-headed centipedes are just mistaken. These centipedes are just mistaken to be monsters when they're just really sweet animals. They're very kind, but just do not disturb them. That's it. That's all they ask for. Enough space, food, and moisture. I live in a tropical area, warm, so I do not need a heat pad. Unless you live in a colder climates, you need a heat pad for it. One on the warm side, one on the cool side. This is one of the easiest animals to take care of. Not really easy, but you need at least a bit of experience and the proper cage. After that, you can keep it and have a healthy, happy crawly friend. My mom doesn't like them, so she forces me to keep it outside. I feel really bad for it. Some people might say, oh, you can keep them outside, it's fine. But it's very cruel. For me, it feels very cruel. Since I live in a tropical area known also as in somewhere in Indonesia, in Jakarta, it's fine to keep it here. As long as it doesn't get rainy too much. It doesn't get too cold until it freezes to death. Well, I guess that ends it. If you want to add some vegetation, make sure they're already cut. Centipedes don't mind having fresh leaves or dead leaves. You don't have to change them. If the dead leaves, they love it more. Dead leaves. They love it to burrow. They love it to use many things for it. A home. If you feed them, make sure the crickets aren't too fast for them to catch. Centipedes aren't quite the runners, I say. They don't burn off so much calories. That's why I dislike giving them pinkies or lizards. Unless they're really big, they need those calories. Remember, when keeping these things can get big. And you want to know that your family wants to keep it or not. My dad is totally fine with it. My brother too, but he's a bit scared when they escape. My mom, on the other hand, doesn't like my scaly, disgusting pets. Besides my rabbit. My rabbit isn't a scaly, disgusting pet. That's why she tolerates it. So whatever. As long as my parents allow me to keep it, I'm able to keep it. So I guess that's the end. See you next time on this animal show. Bye bye.